this studio planned to lose. They really did. And then 12 million people just showed up. The first Space Marine sold 1.2 million copies. And they killed it, the company that made it. So this time, they aimed low on purpose. Talking to you, Saber. I'm Koffietank, the gaming dad. I'm Koffietank, the gaming dad. I play this game most nights after the kids are down. And here's what happens. Let's go. Part 1. The studio that planned to lose. Go back to that number. 1.2 million. For most games, that's fine. More than fine. For big publishers in 2011, it wasn't enough. Space Marine missed its mark. The sequel that got cancelled. 15 months later, the publisher went bankrupt. THQ gone. Also, this also for my favorite game, Relic, of course. Relic Entertainment. A lot of heat from that. THQ that's gone. So, no sequel. Not for 13 years. So now, picture being Saber. Years later, you finally get the keys of the kingdom. This world, this game. What do you plan for? What do you plan? You plan for small numbers. Because the last guy who betted big, THQ, they went broke and they went gone. They're gone, boy. So, did they design a hit? They designed a careful little bet. So, what happens when you carefully bet and the bet goes off? It goes bananas. Space Marine went to the moon. Space Marine 2 really went to the moon. On the side note, let's all remember the guy who promoted Space Marine 1, the biggest. I think you from my age also know it, but Total Biscuit, our true legend, he promoted the game. It's a shame he never can see the sequel or anyone. So yeah, respects to him, to the guy who did what he did for Space Marine. I think without him, there wasn't even a Space Marine 2, even a sequel, because nobody knew about it. But he really blew the game up. So yeah, big up for him. But it's only for the gamers from the past who know who Total Biscuit was. So biggie up to him. Okay, let's continue. Part 2. Then the floor fell out. Upward. September 19, 2024. Launch day. Kybernet is taken over. 2 million players at one day. Holy holy. Holy holy. On Steam, over 200,000 at the same time playing and logging in. One of the biggest launches that whole year. The biggest Warhammer game Steam had ever seen. So, and to be fair, I think really Space Marine 2 really opened the lore and opened the Warhammer game. Of course, Dark Tide did it and other games did it, but I think because of Space Marine 2, the audience it got on the release and now declining, but every launch it gets getting bigger and bigger. With the announcement of the Total War game, the 40k Total War game, on all the 40k, even the series on Amazon or wherever it's gonna go, the Warhammer series. It's on Amazon, of course, the animation. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The tip. But yeah, the series with Henry Cavill, he's hopefully that's coming out someday, Warhammer. So the Witcher guy going for 40k, that will be great. But back to the story, guys. Back to the story. So now remember the plan. A little bit more than 1.2 million by October. It passed $4.5 million. Oh, million players. And here's the thing about a number you didn't expect. You didn't build for it. Your roadmap was too small. Your team size was really modest. And we noticed that in the season pack, the downloadable content, and also how fast they rolled out updates. But hey, they did it. Most studios pray for this problem. This is a problem every starting studio wants. Most studios pray for this problem. Almost none of them are ready for it. So, what do you do when the game blows up like this? So, what do you do when the game blows up like this? Part 3. Building the plane while flying it. And this is where the stuff gets good, guys. Saber had to add a ton of stuff after launch. Siege mode, horde mode. We all wanted it, but where was it? More operations. Where was it? So, let's go back to the story. They thought people would play the campaign, run a few operations, and then, poof, be gone. Done with it. They thought players would drift away. Instead, players stayed, and they keep asking for more content. So Saber kept shipping for free, guys, for free. I'm not including the voice pack dilemma we had last time, but still, they gave it for free, right? So, where are we now? New operations, new enemy types, new weapons, new relic weapons, a horde mode, siege mode, new classes like, the one I like the most already is the Tech Marine, except that you can't place the turret where you want, but hey, it's a fine class. Patch after patch after patch. They built the rest of the game in public. So we weren't really beta testers like Battlefield, but was kind of, base game had good bones, good structure, but yeah, the content wasn't there yet. Not enough meat on the bones, as they say it. While 12 million people watched. The game they play today is bigger than the game they thought they were making. But here's the darker version of the story. And you see it on part 4. Part 4. An hour and a night. The heart. Brief silence. So, let me stop you for a second. I'm a dad. After the kids are down and out, I go out 1 hour. Maybe, if I'm lucky, and lots of nights, that hour goes to this game. We keep on grinding, boys. We play co-op operations with my friends and bashing it out. Some guy always... My buddy always plays tactical, and he plays it not like the tactical you're supposed to play it, like the support, but he plays it like a main character syndrome. He goes head first, and we support him. So I was like I played everything. I really like the Tech Marine now, but it's like when you raise 2 carnivores or like 2 bosses at the same time, and also heavy comes to play, and also those chaos guys, those flamers. Ooh boy, then it's got juicy. You gotta kill, execute, dodge, block, attack. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, did you play Spacemarine 1 in 2011 or not? Didn't play it? Say, to be honest, right? I don't know. Do we really miss the one? I replayed the remake, the remasters, remade, whatever it was. But yeah, it was fun against the orcs of kids, of course. I missed the orcs. But yeah, didn't play that well like Spacemarine 2 with the combat, block, attack. Oh boy, what was blocking OP in the start of the game? Did you know? You can block every attack. You could just stand there in a mob with all the horde around you. And you just could keep on spamming the block button and nothing happens to you. Yeah, you could execute indefinitely, but now it's good that they fixed that, by the way. Okay, back to the story. Sorry guys. So, what I keep coming back to this, what I keep coming back to this, who is this? Oh, this is why I'm coming back to the game. They didn't have to keep feeding it. They didn't have to add all the extra love and all the extra hours and all the extra patches and all the extra free content they did in the whole season pack, and even announced another one and another one season pack for the next year. But every patch they shipped respected my hour, except when they really buffed the difficulty to the roof, but that was a bug. Why they keep coming? I don't need hundreds of hours of content. I just need 1 good hour, you know? That's worth to come back to and really have fun. That's all about. Just 1 hour, good old fun in a normal action shooter game. If you got an hour a night, you guard it like I do. This channel is specially built for you. Subscribe. And that's the whole channel is for all the gaming dads out there. If you're not a gaming dad, also can join, of course. No problem. Hi, part 5. The community noticed. Oh boy. I'm not the only one who saw it. Someone on the Spacemarine, the subreddit, posted about it. They're going crazy, of course, on Reddit. The Reddit world is another world that people live in daily. Whatever. But the point is simple. Saber had no idea how big this would be and how big this would get. Saber is pulling it off. That's what the title is saying. So the point is simple. Saber had no idea. So they kept it small in case it flopped. So they could move on fast. Like Toxic Commando. Then it didn't flop. It exploded through the moon. So they kept it small in case it flopped. Then it didn't flop. It really exploded. And instead of saying enough is enough, no, they keep building block by block, patch by patch, content by content, and even giving us all the stuff we love and to like for free. Now, this is a fan remembering things. Some of it can I confirm. Some of it I can't. So I'll tell you which is which and I won't pretend. But the feeling in that post, that part is real. Community can tell when a studio actually cares like Saber does. And to see what's rare, look at the easy path they followed. Last part, 6. The easy path they didn't take. So, for a studio, there's always an easy road, right? There's always an easy path to take. When you hit like 12 million players, you announce a sequel. They did. You say, hey, if you love 2, well, you gotta love 3. They tried it for Warhammer. Warhammer 3. You all know. But soon Warhammer 4 is coming. So, back to the story. And you quietly stop feeding the game. They're already bought. Boom, 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 boom. Ha, 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 ha. Move the team, cut the support, on to the next sale. And that's the safe move. That's the boring move. That's the move they all do. Except for this one. Now, to be fair, Saber did announce, already said, Spacemarine 3. That's for real. That's on March 2025. They already announced Spacemarine 2. I thought it was a joke when I read it the Reddit, but then I saw the announcement trailers and everything on YouTube, and oh boy, big news. And we all know free updates aren't pure charity. The health of the game sells more copies, of course, on our goodwill. So that strategy, what they use, really pays off. So this isn't a fairy tale. There's business into it, like always. Follow the money. But there's a part and an easy path that we can't explain. The green light, sequel, and support is still going. New free content, years out, years in, while 3 is still being made. So, what do you guys think? How many more classes do we get? Would you put it in the comments? They didn't make it you, they didn't make it for us. Between the old game and the new game. They didn't make you choose between the old game and the new game. Well, they kind of did, right? Because the remastered, re-edited, redefined was from Relic was not that good. So everyone said Spacemarine 2 is way better than this one. Well, the easy part was the easy part, stop feeding what's already been paid for. Saber kept feeding it anyway, just like World War C. And that's the whole story. That's the miracle. So here's what I think Spacemarine 2 really is. It's what happens when the studio bets small and gets a miracle and choose to share it with the world. They expect to sell a little more than a game that killed its publisher. But they got 12 million players. Whoop whoop. Because it's one that kept showing up for. Every time they release something new, the players and the community is there. Spacemarine. So that's my 1 hour I keep coming back to. Not because it's the biggest game, no. Because it's one that kept showing up for me and respecting my time. I just have to dodge, execute, and have some fun with my mates and say good night for an hour or 2. Even longer now, but even now we're shorter with the new sheets. But so here's my question to you. What's a game that earned your time back? One that keeps getting better after you bought it. Tell me in the comments below. I'll read them. Koffietank out. Oh, and one more thing. There's another studio about facing the exact test we're now facing with Spacemarine 2 to Spacemarine 3. That's of course Gears of War. E-Day. A beloved series rebuilt from the scratch. But this one launches day one on Game Pass. So, will there be a money pool or will it be real? I think it's for real for sure, but I made a video about it. Check it out and let me know in the comments, okay guys? Bye!